Did you know? Oh, look at the baby, look at the cute baby. Isn't he so cute? Now, this is a very common reaction, and many mammals actually have a very similar reaction to their young. It seems that a large head and large eyes evokes in many a parental brooding response. It's as our young grow that culturally specific ideas of child beauty and what is appropriate comes into play. For example, some have named their children after where they were conceived. For some, this is very odd. However, anthropology and archaeology confirms that there's always been a great deal of variation. In some societies, children as young as 2 have rings put around their neck, so that as they grow, their neck takes on an elongated shape. When they become older, they look very different. This is seen as beautiful. Some believe that Ta-Shi, the concubine to the last king of the Shang dynasty, began a very controversial practice. She supposedly had a club foot and insisted that other women bound their feet in order to conform to her image of beauty. The reality of this can be rather graphic, and I won't subject the younger viewers of Archaeosoup to such photos, but this X-ray really highlights just how much of a deformity occurs that was, and in some places still is, seen as beautiful. In various places throughout human history, so-called cranial deformation has been practiced to change the shape of a child's skull. The practice looks to our eyes barbaric, and the effect was undoubtedly dramatic. This cranium here really shows just how much you can change the shape of someone's head. Some of the earliest examples of this practice date to around 11,000 years ago. One society who practiced this were the Mayans. They also thought crossed eyes were beautiful, so they would often hang large ornaments in front of the eyes of their young to encourage the permanent crossing of their eyes. Mayan children were also often named after the specific day in the specific year that they were born. Today, many people make fun of people with crossed eyes, or celebrities who name their children after specific events or objects. But ultimately, anthropology and archaeology, the study of humanity, highlights that beauty is always in the eye, and more specifically the culture, of the beholder. So while some think that child beauty pageants are amazing, they're unlikely to think that crossed eyes are beautiful. Right or wrong, both perspectives, it seems, are valid. That's cultural relativism, folks, and while there's room for the negotiation of concepts of beauty against, for example, what might be seen as arcane practices, it does at the very least give us hope that even the most bizarre of us are somewhere the epitome of beauty.